Well, thank you very much for the invitation to this circle of conversations. Today, I'm going to present and eventually discuss with you my findings, hypotheses, as well as concerns during field research I have made concerning the traditional Greek percussion performance practice. In today's conversation, I will show you some sound and data analysis, as well as findings that have been also involved in essays during my PhD studies and conferences I have participated. And we can discuss further. Main topic concerns the paradox regarding to the Western music theories on rhythm and meter that can be occurred in local traditional performance practice. During my research, I focused on issues of musical perception in the performance practice of Greek traditional music, focusing on the percussion performance, examining instances in which the appearance of the rhythmical swing is not an accidental event, but a structured rhythmic pattern repeated over a specific period of time. So let me share. Hmm. Share sound. Sorry for that. Yeah, you can see.
Yes.
Okay. So, geographically, the study focus. Wait. On Drama region, Greece, and specifically at the foot of Mountain Falakro of Rhodope Range, close to the borders with Bulgaria. According to ethnographical studies on mountainous area of Drama region, the cultural events that take place keep the same motive regarding their customary characteristics. The local traditional events coming from centuries-old cultural fests of the primitive custom of Epiphany, which, as they say, is rooted in Dionysian celebrations. My study addresses field research that is based on the timing of the percussion performance of Dahare frame drum. It's a local percussion instrument. Main interest concerns the musical particularities that come from interactions through local music events of the area, representing its main music tradition. Main focus of this research concerns the chronometric measurement and analysis of ensemble music performances. So I started my research based on researchers interested on defining groove and rhythmical feel, as well as empirical musicology that categorizes pulse subdivisions in different level of durations. In addition, main inspiration on my methodology and analysis concerns new theories and research methods such as microtiming, music entrainment, and computational analysis that have successfully mixed cultural and tradition with innovative analysis of identities and behaviors. Through computational analysis, researchers try to define the action of performance together with the cultural element in community behavior. Main question of this research concerned the definition of rhythmical swing observed in musical performances in Greece. My first contact with the music tradition of drama took place in early January of 2017. This is the period of the year that the Epiphany event take place. It is important to mention that among with the musical particularities, the event includes wearing costumes made of goat skin full of bells, wandering through the villages to expel the evil for a good new year to come. Nowadays, this kind of event has different names around the villages of the region, such as Arabides in Monastiraki and Xyropotamos, Davaniska in Pyrgi, Babide in Petrusa, and more. The musical zia, which is the couple of instruments that are mainly performing and interact at these events, are lira and dachare or gaida and dachare. I will present two rhythmical patterns of drama music tradition. The one is called sirtos and the other one is called leka. Regarding sirtos, which was also the first rhythmical pattern I decided to deal with as an easy and common Greek dance and tradition and rhythmical pattern. The difficulties of analyzing came early. The reason is that the time signature on the music pieces I have recorded is not clear. This is because although the rhythmical pattern of the percussion phrase was stable and repetitive, consists of five strokes that follows the bass high high or bass high high rotation, its rhythmic swing is being made in such way to be counted in two different time signatures. I clearly remember being on the event, asking one of the musicians who has knowledge on music theory, which is not a standard in the musicians participating in this event. So I asked him while recording the time signature of the song they were playing, and he told me 7/8, and it was it was clear because I could see also the dancers dancing the sirtos. Uh, some days later, while I was at home and trying to analyze the song, I decided to listen to the same song on YouTube. There was a recording which, in the percussion level, the level was too low, so I could only listen to the lira of the instrumental part. And then I was counting 9/8. So I called on the phone directly the same guy, and I asked him the time signature of that song. Of course, he had forgotten that I have asked him during the event, and while whispering the melody of the song, he told me also 9/8. So I was sure that the song can be counted in two time signature at the same time. This becomes clearer first by focusing on the melody of the lira, which tends to follow the 9/8 time signature, and then on the dancer's steps, which tend to follow the beat of 7/8. Let me put you some musical examples to make it more clear. Mm. I will count for you in order to understand what I mean. One, one, one. These were the dance steps. And again. One, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one. And now I will put the same song and I will uh, try to pay attention to the lira and I will count the 9/8. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. And this happened also. It was not on the only song. I will put you listen some more. 7/8. And 9. So I have collected plenty of recordings uh, in Sirtos and oh, sorry, what did I do? So first analysis concerned the comparison of the rhythmical pattern stroke durations in 7/8. The pattern subdivisions are 8 notes. No. Sorry. The first method of analysis concerns the chronometrical correlation between the stroke durations performed and the pulse and rhythmical pattern belong. Um, uh, Taking as fact that the pattern can belong in a specific time signature. The timing of each stroke of the performer, as well as the IO is the for who they don't know, is the inter-onset intervals. Let's say it's the pattern repeated duration from the first hit till the first hit of the next circle. So the timing of each stroke of the performer as well as the IOs for 8 bars were compared to the pulse rate of the recorded track. First analysis concerned the comparison of the rhythmical pattern stroke duration in 7/8. The pattern subdivisions are 8-note doublet, quarter notes, and 2/8 notes. Although, as I told you before, by paying attention to the melody of the lyra, it can be proved that the rhythmical pattern of Sirtos can be also counted in 9/8 time signature, divided into 2/2/3. In this case, the pattern subdivisions are 3/4 notes and 8-note doublet. Here you can see representation of both of the rhythms, the strokes and the counting.
Yeah, Nick, sorry, can I interrupt just a
Yeah, of
second?
course.
And if you listen to the percussion, can you hear five also? Because I hear it five.
I will go there.
Okay, okay, okay.
So, first, in order to gather more insights, the collected data of all the recordings were converted in percentages and compared, taking into account the ratio of their strokes value. The results are proving that the strokes can be also considered as non-isochronous strokes of equal value, since the difference between the strokes of the rhythmical pattern in time and percentage is very small. So, at this point of the research, after reading similar researchers concerning the rhythmical swing, an important observation was made. The difference between the strokes of the rhythmical pattern in time and percentage is so small that the strokes can be considered to be non-isochronous strokes of equal value. From this observation, as Christos told us, there is now a third time signature, which is the time signature of 5/8, divided into 3. In this case, the pattern subdivisions are 5/8 notes. So, after a period of analyzing the sequence of the 5 strokes pattern duration over 8 rhythmical cycles played at different villages of drama, observing the sequence of strokes, comparing the average of the pattern stroke time ratio in 5/8, 7/8, and 9/8 rhythmical patterns, the relation between the way of using the swing in Sirtos rhythmical pattern is distinct. So I managed to determine the swing in all 3 time signatures. Considering the swing in the case of 7/8 time signature, there's a swing on the fourth stroke, causes a pattern movement that reduces the duration of the third stroke and extends the duration of the fifth stroke. Concerning the swing in the case of 9/8 time signature, there is a swing on the third stroke, causes a pattern movement that reduces the duration of the second stroke and extends the duration of the fifth stroke. And concerning the case of 5/8 time signature, there is a swing on the second and fourth stroke, extending the duration of the first and third stroke and reducing the duration of the fourth and fifth stroke by pattern movement on the fourth stroke. Although the issue of Sirtos became more complex regarding analyzing and spending period without finding a proper meaning of doing it, at the same time it gave me more clear insights. Taking into consideration the case of 5/8 time signature, I could classify the rhythmic pattern into the SML system, since we are now talking about a cyclic variation of the same sub-pulse duration. Thus, the pattern can be separated into large, medium, large, short, short. This also helped me make my first hypothesis concerning the rhythmic field of drama region. The hypothesis relates to the observation that rhythmic patterns appear elasticized. This elasticity tends to equalize all the rhythmic pattern strokes, depending on the number of strokes that the rhythmic pattern consists. However, because of the dance steps, the strokes keep a difference on their value. A typical example of the appearance is the elasticity of Sirtos pattern. Now, keeping this hypothesis in my mind, I decided to analyze another dance of drama region. Second analyzation concerns the Leka rhythmical pattern. Leka or Ramna or Nibeti can be danced in all kind of events. It is categorized from dance instructors as light pair dance of drama, as it can be danced in an open cycle or pairs of two. Several recordings have been used for this purpose and concern different traditional pieces that took place on different days in different places of drama region and have been performed by different musicians. In this dance, there have been listed two different rhythmical patterns that are used in Leka. Each pattern consists of three strokes that follows the bass-bass-high rotation. The difference between the patterns concern the second pass that shows a deviation of 132 milliseconds on average. These patterns are played either as individual patterns, which I will show you in case 1 and case 2, or as combinations, which I will show you in case 3. So, as in the Sirtos pattern, the way the rhythmical pattern of Leka is performed in combination with dance creates the ability to classify the pattern of Leka in two different time signatures, 7/8 and 2/4. I will put you some examples as well. Okay, I will put you for the case 1, the pattern A. One, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one. Okay. One, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two. And I will count you now in two. One, two, one, two. For case 2. One, two, three, one, two, one, two, 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 one, two, three, one, two. And for four, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. And for case 3, combination, they play together. And two. Mhm. So, concerning the case 1, the pattern A, uh, of course, the IO is, in order to analyze the IOs of its measure gradually differed from each other by 2 to 58 milliseconds on average, difference that are expected in live performance. So it considered that the rhythmical swing does not affect the pattern duration through an 8-bar distance. Concerning the 7/8 time signature, the pattern subdivisions are dotted quarter and 2 quarters. And concerning the 2/4 time signature, the pattern subdivisions are quarter note and 2 eighth notes. Now, in case 2, the pattern B, concerning the 7/8 time signature, it's quarter, dotted quarter and quarter. And concerning the 2/4 time signature, it's eighth note, quarter note, and eighth notes. Um, Concerning the swing, in pattern A, in 7/8, the pattern subdivision result a swing of the second stroke, reducing the duration of the first stroke and extending the duration of the third stroke. And in 2/4, There is a swing on the second and third stroke, reducing the duration of the first stroke and extending the duration of the second and third stroke. For pattern B, in 7/8, there's a swing on the second stroke, reducing the duration of the first stroke and extending the duration of the second stroke. The duration of the third stroke stays stable on average. And in 2/4, the pattern subdivision results a swing on the second and third stroke, and that extends the duration of the first and third stroke. This results to a reduction on the duration of the second stroke. As mentioned before, it has been noticed that pattern A and pattern B can be played together at the same time, creating an outcome of a four-stroke rhythmical pattern that follows the rotation of bass, 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 high, and sometimes bass, high, bass, high. So, concerning the 7/8 time signature, the pattern subdivisions are quarter note, eighth note, and two quarter notes. And concerning the 2/4 time signature, the pattern subdivisions are for eighth notes. In addition, the results of case 1 and case 2 were combined in cases where the pattern A and pattern B was played individually in order to create a mimetic combination pattern. This pattern compared to pattern C in order to ascertain if it follows a similar average on stroke time ratio. The biggest difference between the two patterns ratio concerns 2%, that confirms the reliance of pattern A and pattern B in forming the rhythmical structure of LECA. So, concerning the swing, in 7/8 time signature, this pattern subdivision results a swing on the second stroke, reducing the duration of the first stroke and extending the duration of the third stroke. The duration of the fourth stroke stays stable on average. And concerning the 2/4, there's a swing on the third and fourth stroke, reducing the duration of the second stroke and extending the duration of the third and fourth stroke. So, taking into account the above insights, the sequence of stroke in case 3 proves to be the base of the rhythmical feel of LECA, since it combines both pattern A and pattern B and can be counted both in 7/8 and 2/4. Also, it can be considered that pattern C consists of the cyclic variation of smallest sub-pulse durations and is divided in medium, short, long, long durations. So, to conclude, concerning the methodology used for this research, the rhythmical pattern that presented in two common rhythms of drama region match my main hypothesis that are using elasticity in their performance practice. This proved through chronometrical and statistical analysis of field research data collection. This elasticity tends to convert all pattern hits into isochronous durations, although through the dance steps and probably the different subdivision of the notes constructing the rhythmical pattern, this elasticity creates a cyclic variation of sub-pulse duration. So that was it. I hope you found it interesting. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Yanni. Ευχαριστούμε.
If you have any questions or if you want to discuss something.
I have many questions because I didn't understand the majority of what you said. No,
Ah,
no,
yeah.
I'm kidding. But it's very interesting and many things that yeah. But maybe somebody else can start and I will follow. Okay, I see the hand of Eric and the
Yeah.
Eleni. This is the hand you're raising. Okay. Okay, maybe Eleni, because you are also the guest coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. It's very nice to be here, and I'm really looking forward to our discussions for the remainder of the sessions, actually. So very happy to be here. Thank you, Yanis.
Thank you.
Actually, I have to confess that I have been following Yanis's research, so I'm a bit familiar with it. And I'm very happy to see how all this has crystallized in your presentation because I remember that it was very difficult to develop a methodology about
Yeah.
talking about those things. Now, there are very elaborate maps and schemas that come and go, and terms, terminology, but I have the impression that you had to build all of this, and it was not easy, to develop a methodology for researching the rhythmic field.
Hmm.
So this is one comment. Very well done. Very happy to see this. Maybe one question would be if you have shared your conclusions or preliminary conclusions with the musicians that and the dancers that you have been researching,
Hmm.
and what is their view on this? And this is the first question. The second is this important for you for your own work?
Okay. For the first question, I don't know if they will understand if I tell them this. I had discussion. I tried to have discussion with local musicians, and they were like when I was trying to speak academically or with using music. Uh, Talking about music theory, directly they were like they didn't want to talk. They don't like talk about theories, or mostly they used to say that okay, I this is what I do, this is what I play. I don't want to know what I'm doing. I don't want to try and get. I don't want to have uh, how to say more insights regarding what I do. I don't know if it's okay this question. And for the second question, yeah, of course, I use it. I use what I found. I use it in my performance practice, and a lot because I deal a lot with traditional and mixture of traditional and let's say modern musics combinations. So I use it a lot. This kind of swinging or and I use it more like as way to create polyrhythms.
Mm.
So I don't know if you're okay with this question, with this answer.
Yes, yes, of course, yes. Um, I have other questions, but maybe
Yeah.
Eric should take the floor and
Hmm.
we can continue. Thank you, Yanis.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello. Uh, well, I am not neither a professional musician, neither a musicologist, but I've been following these sessions.
Hmm.
And in particular, last time we had a talk by Evgenios Vulgaris, who talk a lot always about the native speakers when he speaks of Makams. But the native speakers, they just speak the language. They just play the music and sing it with the Makam language. And it's not conscious. It's like you said in your case. But I was wondering, here you have two things that are synchronized, the dancing and
Hmm.
the rhythm played by the musicians.
Hmm.
And if there is elasticity, uh, are there specific standards way of doing this elasticity, as you show, that allows them to communicate, and for the dancers to be always in connection with the rhythm, and is there something that maybe is interesting between the two, the connection between the rhythm of the musician and the dancers? If who makes the elasticity, the dancers or the musician? Who adapts to
Okay. I think that mostly the percussion is making the elasticity. The dancer has steps, specific steps. Um, and I think that the steps, the way they dance is really strong. They, how to tell it? It's like πομπός και δέκτης. How is it in English?
Receiver and yeah, receiver and
Yes,
transmitter and not transmitter.
somebody that gives a signal, somebody that receives it.
Yeah. The dance moves are so strong that they give the signal. The percussionist cannot go out of this.
Okay.
They try to, let's say they try to, but they don't.
Okay.
So they elasticize the whole thing.
And regarding this, I have it's more a comment. I remember talks by um, Luc Breton. Is a luthier from Switzerland who works a lot on medieval music and all that. And I remember in the talk that he was sitting, I think is Aristoteles,
Mm-hmm.
the Greek philosopher, with the idea of the movement, when you need to have something that is immobile and something that moves. And he was sitting something similar, in which in rhythm, in order to have a movement, you need to have a rhythm that is fixed, that would be the dancing,
Uh-huh.
and the rhythm that moves, and with this elasticity, that would
Yeah.
be the playing of the percussionist. I remember that. It's just a comment. But I stopped talking. People have more
Yeah, very nice
interesting things to
comment.
say.
Maybe Peter, thank you, Eric. Maybe
Thank
Peter,
you.
you want to, you raised your hand.
Oh, hey there.
Hello.
I actually saw you present something. I like the buzz term you used at the time. It was meta rhythm or something, right? It was
Y-
meta hypermeter. Sorry, hypermeter.
Okay, yeah, hypermeter.
That was it. It was an analytical approaches to world music conference.
Ah,
We had to
okay.
do it online.
You were there.
Yeah, ever since then I had you. I remembered that presentation, but I forgot your name. So I'm glad to see you again. Thanks for that. I'm glad to
Indeed.
see what you've been doing too, and the conclusions. I like the concept in general. I just wanted to like say, give a shout out, and also I wanted to mention maybe in tangential connection with Ottoman traditional music. You could say that there's some interesting. It might give you some interesting clues as to like the evolutionary progression of usul. When you think about different usul, how do I say different usul of different number of beats, uh,
Uh-huh.
number of counts with the same strokes though. Like for instance, okay, so for instance, Yuduk Samai is
Uh-huh.
well, doom tech tech doom tech, right?
Uh-huh.
Same strokes, same number of strokes, doom tech tech doom tech. You just change
Yeah.
values a little bit. So I don't know. I think there might be something related to that idea in terms of like we can take with that in terms of like the evolutionary flow of Macam. Also, like Udrix might evolved somehow like evolved into or turned into like oxox semi,
Hmm.
saz semi forms and stuff like that. Anyways, it's kind of on a tangent, but I think there's some connection there. I thought that was interesting. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also had this kind of thoughts
ah,
because as I told you, I use it a lot in my performance. So it's a really nice way to move some. I also have to.
yeah, I got lots.
Okay.
All right.
It's an interesting way to go from a rhythm to another rhythm, time signature to another time signature by moving some notes inside the rhythmical pattern you use.
Right. Or changing the values of the same strokes even. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or keeping the main. It's like what I was thinking during my research is like the macam. You have some strong notes, and you have some other strokes that some other notes that you can move, that you can micro move.
Hmm.
And I was thinking that this is kind of the same, and then you can change whatever you want in order to change the count.
You mean like microtonality is an indicator of Makam identity?
Yeah,
And like what in comparison, micro rhythm as a as an indicator of some kind of different metric structure.
yeah, exactly.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Oh, by the way, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was just stalking you and I couldn't find you on academia.edu. Is there somewhere to find your stuff?
No, unfortunately not. Because
Okay.
I told before there was an unlikely event that I lost all of my data and work.
Oh, right.
Yeah, someone broke into my car and stole all my stuff.
That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well,
Mm,
in any
but
case, hope to be
yeah,
in touch about it.
yeah,
All
but
right.
but thanks anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
If the thief is watching this video, please return the material to Giannis.
No, I don't think so.
Ελένη, θες να μιλήσεις ή
Yeah,
φεύγεις?
Okay, I have two more questions, but
yeah.
if there are other questions, I'm happy to wait.
Go ahead.
Well, one question is, Yanis, you sort of came to the conclusion that there is not much difference between one village and the other, right? And as far as I know, in some villages, the lira is predominant, and in some villages, so the Dajare lira, and in
Hmm.
some villages, the Gaida lira, is
Yeah,
the Gaida Dajare, sorry.
yeah.
So I was wondering, does the bow have any role in this, or it's really not that important? Like the Gaida and the Lira are really not that important in how the rhythmic patterns
I was thinking
evolve.
about that as well. I was asking some lira players from these villages. I didn't get any information regarding that, unfortunately. Although I didn't also search about it more, but it was a thought I had as well, because as I told you in Sirtos, there are not two time signatures but three, and the one is given by the lira, which is the 9/8. But and I found there are, I think, three songs that you can listen to the 9/8 by Lira, but there are other songs that you cannot listen to it. But you can listen to the melody of the voice making the nine in this. And
Which
what I
sounds like
was, hmm? Sorry.
Which songs are that?
It was the ZCC, the one that Lira is playing the instrumental part. It keeps the 9/8. It was Mina. I don't remember the third one.
Thanks.
But I was thinking that because also another thought I had, it's because drama is right in the borders between Thrace region and the Macedonia region. Maybe they took some things from Thrace, for example, the 9/8, and they have they took the 7 from the Macedonian part, and they use this elasticity because there are also other rhythms such as there is Baiduska, which as traditional rhythm. The Greeks, sorry for I don't know if the rest know this rhythm. Baiduska in Thrace they count it as 5/8. But there is also the Dramian by Duska, which is they say that it's 3/4,
Mm.
which is it's like one, 2, 3, 1, like the I'm trying to. This is in 5, right? But this is a traditional song from drama, and the way they play this. They play it like this. The Dramian by Duska is in 6. Yeah.
Μείνα λίγο πιο κοντά στο μικρόφωνο.
And
Ξέρω ποιο τραγούδι είναι, γι' αυτό.
do you know that? Huh?
Yes, I don't remember the title.
Rodula Kori is called.
No, then it's another one, but I thought.
No, but I used to sometimes just for fun when I play by Duska I put the 3 inside.
So in this case, Yanni, the 3 comes when the 5th beat is longer.
The 3 come when?
1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2.
Yeah, doom pa pa doom pa pa doom pa. They would play because the percussion, the tahare, is like a frame drum that they hold it with one hand and they only use one hand to play.
Right.
So they cannot play much. It's a very primitive instrument. They play only with one hand. So they play only let's say the strong notes. So it's do pa pa do pa pa 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 pa doom pa doom pa. But the last size is so doom pa doom pa doom pa doom. Of course, there is elasticity. I'm telling it as straight now, straight 3. But of course, there is elasticity in this.
Because now you're saying that, I mean, for me, it becomes more obvious what we were saying before this. I mean, it appears that there is this connection between intonation, pitch, where you have notes that are steady, others that are moving, and the beats. No, in the case of the 5/8, you have it would be 2 2 1, no, 2 2 1 2 2 1. This relation, and then it becomes more even. Let's say, no,
Yeah,
1.7, something like that. No, so the 3 beats can produce. And I'm thinking the case of the Hijaz tetrachord, where especially if you have it on the 4th degree, if you have re mi bemol f sharp and sol, re mi fa sol, many times the notes can move in such a way so you have semitone 1, 3 semitones and 1, no, And
Yeah.
this can move, like the second degree can move higher and the third can move lower, so that the steps are more homogeneous. And it's the same logic actually, that you
Yeah.
do something that doesn't require from your vocal cords a stretch of doing 1-3-1, but they do, I don't know what it'd be. Actually, it would be the same, 1.7 more or less. No, ta ri ra 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 ra. I'm just singing what would be a to Malakohi jazz, no, a more soft
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So there is, I mean, we don't know, of course, I mean, but this feeling that for this fact that the hand doesn't move in predetermined very short or longer steps, but something in between, it
Mhm.
it becomes
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Uh,
Of course.
uh, Talking about the steps of the dance, I didn't
Yeah.
understand. For example, in the first in Sirtos,
Uh-huh.
where do they, what do they mark? What is their rhythm? Do they have a specific?
It's like the dance is like the Greeks we know it's the Kalamatianos.
So the steps are on three, one,
3 steps.
two.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah. Yeah.
three
Yeah.
steps on three,
Sirtas
and they
in
have two,
three. Yeah.
two. So it's 7-8, the steps.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And when the elasticity happens, and when, for example, they move towards 5 or 9, they don't alter the steps. They don't follow the percussion.
No,
Oh,
but at the same time, if you see the whole thing, you realize that they are all together. The 9/8, the 5/8, and the 7/8 are together. And this is because of the elasticity. Everyone makes the elasticity. The only one who doesn't make the elasticity is the dancer.
so they're not exactly on the beat, the dancers. Then it's
No, on the one they are there.
on the one, and in the middle, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Asimina, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yanni, you said there are songs. I think it was the Sirtos that you said we can see 2/4 and 7/8, right?
Yeah, on Leka.
Like only
Uh-huh.
one dance, only one, or it's a type of dance because I have never heard
It's
that.
it's a type of dance.
Okay, so it's not Sirtos. It's Sirtos is
No,
the
no, it's Leka. Yeah, it's called Leka or Nibeti or how's the other one? Nibeti or
okay. After I will send you a song to tell me if it's like or not. Is it only
yeah.
instrumental or is it songs also?
They are also singing, yeah,
Okay,
singing part.
because
And
I was
yeah, yeah.
I tried to understand the rhythm of a song and I thought it was 2/4, and my brother who's a musician said no, it's
Mhm.
7/8, and so I said,
Yeah.
oh my god, I don't understand it. But now if you tell me this is
Yeah.
okay,
But doesn't matter. Finally, doesn't matter if you
yeah.
feel like 4/4, play it like
And the
4/4.
other thing, I thought I've heard the song Sirtos Leñó, which is like
Yes.
you said core. Tan, tan,
What?
tan, tan, tan. Sirtos Leñó from Xiropotamos
Uh-huh.
Drama.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Leño.
it's like by Duska, I guess, the one you said. It's like
No, the Sirtos Leño is no.
because it was the same melody. The one.
Yeah, Leño. No, it's not the same. It's another one. Leño is how is it called? How is it going? Maracale,
Yeah.
marara.
yeah.
This
So this
one.
is Sirtos. This
This
is
is Sirtos, yeah.
okay.
But they played like five, the percussion.
Mm, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's sorry, it's for Leka. For reference, if helps, if you know any Raiko,
What
if you
is
know
Aiko?
the
No,
Raiko
no.
rhythm.
Raiko.
Yeah, it's similar.
Oh, okay. The dance
Like,
you mean? Or,
yeah,
okay. Okay. Thanks.
Eleni?
yeah.
Tried, I mean, okay, elasticity, but are there any parts that are unelastic? I mean, and have you tried to test the limits, like playing, I don't know, with dancers to be elastic where it's not normal to be elastic, or, the opposite?
In drama, in
In
the
drama, with these rhythmic patterns, that there seems to be elasticity, seems to be to hold for a particular part of the cycle. Have you made, an experiment to see?
yeah, I have made. They told me like I tried to play once. I tried to play not last side in order to see if they will like it, or if it's okay for them. And one of the guys who is who was the main percussionist, he told me, I think you have to go and tune your instrument. Yeah, I lost that day of researching because he kicked me out.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I use elasticity while I'm playing now. But in villages, no. There is one rhythm that I couldn't find the way I was I the way they use the swing, which was the Tesca, another rhythm which is 8/8, and it's kind of a clear 8/8, like 3/3/2, like the
No
rumba.
swing. It has no swing.
There is a kind of swing, but I don't know. Maybe I was so much into try to find a different rhythm into what they play. So I stopped searching about this rhythm because it was very clear. There is swing for sure. There is swing there, but I didn't.
So just to understand a bit what Elenius asked, so all rhythms and all songs have a kind of swing?
Yeah,
Yes. Oh, wow.
yeah. For them there is no, and I think that there was no time signature. It was just dance or song.
Mhm.
I think the time signature refers to something that we couldn't understand, so we put it into theory in order to bring it closer to the Western way of explaining.
Mhm. Eric?
I don't know. It's my thinking.
Yes. I come back with this work. I was sitting this discussion with Aristoteles, and the movement was something stable and something that moves.
Hmm.
Actually, the musicologist that was talking about that, it was in a discussion about the rubato and the articulation of music,
Hmm.
and that this rubato, this movement with regard to the fixed rhythm, was related to the consonants. For example, if it's m or k, it's different consonants. And in Greek language, the consonants are very strong and very varied. And I was wondering if there was a relation, that if you observe the relation between the lyrics, the singing, the articulation of the singing, and this elasticity.
There is a very interesting. This is very interesting question because um, the the lyrics are not mostly are not the originals because they used to have their own dialect in these villages, which was Slavian. They had a Slavian dialect. But because of trying to, I'm trying to,
Integrate.
yeah, but not them. Let's say
Government.
The
yeah,
state.
the states. Integrate the locals into the because in Greece is one of the countries that we have a nation, language, and
Religion.
religion, which are the things that you use if you want to say that you're Greek. Um, so they changed the way they talk. Um, So it's bad because for sure we could get insights from the lyrics, but they don't use it. For example, there I heard I met some people in drama, and they told me that in some villages there are still some grandmas that they speak the native language, but they meet secretly in their houses to sing in the original lyrics. And of course, if I say something, because I was a researcher there, I couldn't come out with original uh, Slavian lyrics, because I would have problem from the locals.
Sorry, Yanni, what do you mean? In problem in its what way?
It became so strong, the way that they want to defend that they are Greeks, that they don't allow to speak the native dialect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they themselves don't want to hear their songs in their native language.
No, no, and because some people my age, uh, they want to sing in the Slavian language. They have problems with some locals, and they say we're not Bulgarians, we're Greek.
But I guess this was like a previous generation, though, that they changed
No,
it.
no, still.
Mm. It's
Can I?
very controversial, this, all this. I think there are some people, young people, who I think I'm thinking of Sterios, the Missus, who has also issued a CD in Dadopia, in the local language. But there are other villages that are very aware and wary that, that they might seem outwards less, Greek, if
Yeah,
they come out with this cultural background of theirs.
yeah, exactly.
Can I?
Yes.
Yanni,
Yeah.
I had the impression that they were bilingual, that they were part of the villages in Rama, that they were Greek speaking and part of them Slavic speaking. Is not true? Or all of the songs are translated?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
But for example, there's a song that is called Divana. Obviously, it was Slavic. I mean,
Yeah.
obvious.
Also, the pretty famous now, the
Με γλυκιά μου αγάπη.
Kita me glikya me agapη
It's
is
not
not
at
in
all,
no, no,
yeah,
it's
it's
not
very
Greek.
natural in Greek. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have met and spoke with the grandma that she made the translation.
Mm. Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't speak about love, huh? It speaks
About
about
what? About
it
what?
about war.
Ah, the original part.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah,
the music is so okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Peter?
Were you suggesting that by understanding the syllabic content of the
Mm-hmm.
you would determine the rhythmic intention more clearly? Or am I just inferring that?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I think it would give insights. Yeah, of course.
And what if the like in Turkish tradition, in the Ottoman tradition, you have like and not in folk tradition, but in like the classical tradition, you have like the concept of open and closed syllables, right?
Uh-huh.
So essentially long and short syllables.
Uh,
If that it
this
might
this and this refers to what you said about the before about
Yeah,
the.
well, it might be a stretch, but I mean, what if they had some kind of similar concept of that, or that would give some kind of intuitive clue as to like if it fell in a closed syllable, that would essentially equal a long, right, like a two beat pattern, right, as opposed to a short syllable, which would be a one beat, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then what if suppressing the native Slavic language, which is obviously Bulgarian, I guess. So if what if suppressing that would alter the syllabic content when you translate to Greek, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thus, if that was happening, would that possibly account for this polyrhythmic sense, this ambiguous sense, because you're going from like maybe what if the intention, for instance, was like 7/8, right? And
Yeah,
it the syllabic content of like a Bulgarian, right? But then you
yeah.
translate it to Greek, and it's something like it sounds like it's better at nine now.
Yeah, could be, but there are also instrumental songs.
Mm.
That's all I have.
There are also instrumental, though I don't know if in these instrumental songs there were lyrics that
Yeah.
are not
There's an
translated.
hypothesis that they actually took away the lyrics in some songs and
Yeah,
they
also.
just added in instrumentals because they could not really sing it in Slavic Macedonian.
So we don't know, Victor.
Okay, that's cool. No, just at least for like the vocal songs, maybe you can come up with some kind of like I'm just an idea, just throwing it out there, brainstorming. Thanks,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
So I'm sorry, Jan, if you met the old lady that changed the
Mhm.
in Kita με γλυκιά μου αγάπη,
Uh-huh.
when did she do that?
She was young. She didn't do it by herself. Huh? She was like
In the
12.
60s, 70s, or what?
No, before.
Oh, okay.
She was like 90 something.
90?
90 something. Her age was 90,
5
95,
years, 5 years
96.
ago.
Yeah.
So we're talking about in the 30s, maybe.
Yeah, maybe in the 30s.
Ah, okay, 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 okay,
40s.
okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Eleni?
Sorry, I haven't found where the hand is.
Reaction.
Okay, I'll look for it. Yanni, can you talk a bit about okay, the research had this story that you said you had the material story. How about the educational side? Do you see any, pedagogical, educational applications in this knowledge that you have acquired, and do you use this material not in performance but in teaching,
Uh,
or is there a plan to do so?
sometimes I have a book I told before to some of you. I have a book that I've been writing that represent my, let's say, personal approaches on using polyrhythm in taking into account the local ways of playing. Uh, I sometimes I use some of my thoughts and hypotheses in teaching, yeah, but not in kids, in older students. For example, I have one song that is We start, I teach Bendir, and we start rhythm in Yuruk Semai. We change it in Shifteteli, and then we change it into 7/8, which is a traditional drum song from drum. Or I teach Baiduska, and we change it from 5 to 3 and from 3 to 5.
Mm.
But the way to teach this kind of stuff has to do, you have to relate it with the music, not counting, because they will get lost.
You mean with
Right.
a song or with
Yeah,
with?
with a song or with a melody,
Mm.
because this is a way to keep the strong, let's say, hits from the melody.
I mean, if we reverse that, because I was thinking the same thing as Eleni asked now, because, for example, here in Spain, we play some of these songs, and we teach them, and we have a group here that we play some of
Hmm.
these songs, and I mean, you have always the issue when you're learning like I mean, whichever music is to include in the performance and in teaching in the things that give the music its, as we say in Greek, its color, no, or
Yeah,
no, it's aroma or chesney or whatever. And for example, in the same way that if you teach a makam and you want this note in ushak or in hijaz to appear, without this note, it doesn't really. I mean, it's not the same, but so you try to make it. Uh,
yeah.
my question would be also, how can we how can we teach this kind of music? I mean, we always talk about listening, no, but if you don't have if you can't understand rhythmically what's happening yourself,
Yeah.
the question would be: is it so experiential that it's not possible to for somebody that it's not in the tradition to play it?
I think that it is possible to let's say define a rhythmical feel of a region. Yeah, for example, the the samba, the Brazilian samba. Uh, if you listen to the way they play, you can understand it. And while I was in the Netherlands studying, there were Chinese people studying in the Latin department, and they were playing the samba, and they were playing it like they're Latins. I mean, I would see, I was seeing Latin Americans dancing samba and Chinese playing it, you know? And I think it's possible to do it. This was my main motive when I started my PhD,
Hmm.
because I was I was also looking some German and some European playing the Kalamatianos, and I couldn't feel it, and I was like, why they managed to do it in Latin music and we cannot do it?
Hmm.
There is a way. I mean, my approach was to try to find a way to add it into a formula that
Because I mean, when you teach it to adults, it's impossible. I mean, I guess it's impossible to tell them don't count. I mean, they in a way. I mean, okay, it's possible to say just imitate and play these hits, but I mean, people that have an experience in counting, in some way they will count. So I guess, um, would it be correct to say that, for example, in the example of the Sirtos,
yeah.
you want to study this piece, be aware of these three different ways of understanding the rhythm, and this will help you then to no.
No, I think the best is to tell them not to count.
Ah, really? Eh?
Yeah, just play the motive.
Right, right.
This is my this is how when I start participating in the events, this is how I manage to play with them.
Mm.
And after playing, then I analyzed, and I couldn't. When I was trying to explain at the time that I was playing, I was getting lost. After recording what I was doing and analyzing, then I managed for example, as in the as I told you, I found a way to add these rhythms into the SML system. It helped me a lot to understand that I have 5 strikes that they use this duration.
Sorry,
I
the
don't.
system, what is it?
Hmm?
What is the system? MSL?
This is a system that started, I think, in 74. Igmar Bankston taught about it. That there are, but I think he taught it about the vowels. That it's yeah, yeah. That the vowels it's not 3/3. It's 3/3, but it's not isochronous. There are different durations of the same sub-pulse durations. Um, so he managed to he managed he let's say he divided the three into uh, short long. For example, for the vowels. Um, so after that, Rainer Pollack, German researcher, he used this. I think he was the one who also added the medium into this metric system. It has to do with the percentage of the strike and the duration of the strike. For me, I found it very helpful to use this metric system, especially if we talk about same subdivisions of using the same subdivisions on.
So, if I understand correct, in your mind, you say, okay, we have short, medium, and long, and then
Yeah,
depending on what is the, you think you actually transform a beat to shorter, medium, or long, depending on the
yeah,
needs.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Using the smallest subdivision.
right, what does that mean?
For example, you have 5 strokes. No, for example, the Leka on Leka rhythm, we have 4 strokes that complete the pattern.
Can you
And
play them?
mm,
Can you play them to remember?
it's oh no. I played both of the patterns. It was the one with the 3 cases. The one is pa ka 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 pa 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 pa. The second was pu pu ka pu, and the combination is bu, and this is how can I say? You can use this as the smallest subdivision of the pattern you're playing of the rhythm. So you say that this is uh, 4/8 in 2/4 rhythm. And I don't know if I'm clear.
I think I
Sorry,
can.
I'm getting
I'm not getting
I'm being
100%, but I kind of understand what you mean. I didn't get this about the shorter. Um, how does it work? But maybe it's not important right now. Because somebody, Mae, would you like to ask something? So,
hello.
everyone. Hey, Myla.
Okay, I have two questions. I hope my connection stays stable. One is very simple. Is this elasticity thing happening between musicians and dancers only in Greece, or are there other countries where this also happens? I don't know.
Only in, sorry?
Is it a Greek
Myla, this
thing?
is better when you bring the microphone closer. It's better. Can you please
Okay,
ask the question?
Yeah.
okay. So my first question was if this elasticity thing between musicians and dancers happens only in Greek music or also in other countries.
I don't know.
Ah, okay. Mm,
Uh, Probably there is, yeah.
okay. But you don't know which countries, no?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
Unfortunately, would be very interesting to if
okay.
if if we could find someone who use probably in Bulgaria. Maybe they use it as well.
Mm, okay. And the other question was because this elasticity thing happens with the I don't know how to call them, but like old tunes, like because I guess people still compose Greek music for dancing, you know? Like does it still happen this elasticity or not anymore?
Um, would be very interesting people to maybe from locals you can see this elasticity. I don't know if they use this elasticity while they're writing songs in drama because I'm talking about the drama region. But what they do in drama, I've seen it when I was there. They take other songs, traditional songs, and they put it in their way of playing. Um for example, the κάτω στη Ρόιδο song from Thrash region, which is κάτω στη Ρόιδο πουλά κάτω. This is a 5/8, but they play like κάτω στη Ρόιδο πουλά κάτω στη Ρόιδο. They play like three. But this is what they do. But it's very interesting to use elasticity in this way of playing into new uh, compositions, of course.
Mm, thank
Thank
you, Myla. Simina?
Can you open the mic?
Sorry, I have
It's okay.
a similar question. Do we see this elasticity in other regions in Greece?
Uh, I don't know, to be honest.
Because maybe in Carpathos or whatever, but you know, the
Maybe,
mainstream tradition.
though in Carpathos they don't have percussion, so I don't know how they use it and how we can count it.
It couldn't be like with the other instruments, like
Could be, yeah,
with
could be, of
the.
course, of course.
Because sometimes the lute it's like a percussion, you know.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Also in the Dodekanis, the lute makes the swing, the whole swing, which is not the same. It's not. We're not talking about elasticity. We're
Mm.
talking about something else.
And swing, you would say it's if you can say it in 5 words, what is swing? What you would say that it is? So
This the rhythmical swing.
Mhm.
It's the way that how can I say? The swing is the swing, the movement of the hit
Mhm.
of the rhythm,
Okay.
of the pulse of the rhythm, of some
Mhm.
pulses or some pulses of a
Mhm.
rhythmical pattern.
Thanks.
Can I chime in on that topic?
Huh?
Like, can I chime in on that topic?
Yeah, of course,
Like,
you should.
like when you're like thinking about swing, it's like well, I mean, swing is like derived from the jazz tradition, right? So,
Yeah,
and
because
then
I think because they were the first who used this word, the word swing. But I think the proper word for the in jazz is shuffle, no?
no, we say swing.
It's swing. They say it's swing, huh?
Say swing. You're swinging a melody. You're just swinging a rhythm or swinging a melody.
Hmm.
Shuffle is like a particular kind of rhythmic idea for swing. But what I wanted to say was like in this case, like swing is like when you delay the beat a bit, right? When you pull back on a beat.
Hmm.
And in this case, what you're talking about is it seems like in your examples is any kind of rhythmic displacement. Because
Yeah,
in some of those cases it was actually early, wasn't it? Like
yeah,
the final beat was early instead of late.
yeah,
Called that
exactly.
swing. So I don't know. So,
Swinging is goes both directions.
yeah, swinging in both directions in this case.
Exactly. I think this is the definition of swing, huh? I think swing has to do also with also move backwards, also move forward.
We can't have that in jazz though. It would sound really retarded.
Yeah, of course you cannot have it in jazz. Of course you cannot.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, you can try, but I think people won't like it.
Okay. Um, very interesting points. I don't know if somebody that didn't talk would like to ask something or comment. You're very welcome. Don't be afraid.
Hmm?
Can I ask you? You talked about the system, and
Yeah,
after that, but I missed the name of the system. What was the name of it?
SML, SML, short, medium, long. If you
Short, medium, long. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
if you search about Bangstone,
Thanks.
you will. I think I can write it down. Yeah.
Thank you.
Afterwards, Giannis, when we share also this
Mm-hmm.
talk on YouTube, also
Uh-huh.
have a text with references and
Of course I
And
will.
maybe you can add some
yeah,
songs. We can have
fine.
examples.
Of
If you can,
course.
that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if there are no more questions or comments, maybe you can let Giannis rest. Thank you so much, Giannis. It was very, very interesting.
Yeah, it was a pleasant discussion with
Gives
all of you.
it gives like food to many thoughts and many things.
Yeah, for me as well.
Mhm. Okay, thank you everyone
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you so much.
Ευχαριστούμε.
Thank you.